Hi, this is Steve Westmark, Counselor Realty. Thanks so much for watching my video blog this week. I brought in Jim Jessup, and Jim is going to talk to us. So, welcome, Jim.
Thank you, Steve. I'm glad to be here.
Well, Jim is a loan officer, and he works on a very interesting program. And this program I want to ask you about is what is a one-time close construction or rehab loan?
Well, Steve, a one-time close construction or rehab loan is where you provide the closing prior to the start of any work, or when you purchased a lot or purchased the existing home that's going to be remodeled. And at that point, the mortgage amount's set for the life of the mortgage, and you do not have to be reapproved, and you do not have to go through the process of closing again, so as to save time and expense and energy.
Well, Jim, it's kind of like a rehab loan, and there's a borrower on it that you'll tell us who the borrower is, and as they rehab a house, how are the funds dispersed, and how does it all work? Do you buy a $200,000 house and then spend $100,000 to rehab it? How does this all work?
Well, Steve, you find a home that you'd like to buy that needs some work, or to customize it and modify it so it really fits your needs. And so that purchase price may be $200,000, but to make it really the home you'd like to have it be, you may need to spend another $60,000 or $80,000 or $100,000 on it, when the total value of the home when complete may be $350,000 to $400,000. And so what we do is we take a look at the finished product and what it'll be worth at the end. And so we base all of our calculations on the finished value. And so at the time you purchase the home, we would ask you put your down payment in at that point. We would do the mortgage at that point for the amount needed to pay off the seller, and then we would disperse the funds along the way as the improvements are done for the work on the home.
So, Jim, what are the payments that happen on this construction loan as a person's going through the rehab process? And in the end, when it's all said and done, what are the advantages of the one-time close construction or rehab loan that is out there for people to work with?
Well, Steve, the advantages of it are that you get to control the project from a financial perspective. You get to control who does the work for you. You have the benefit of knowing that the funds are being dispersed through a title company, and that's a security, financial security for you. You also have the control of being absolutely total control of the project. You really, when funds are being spent, you're there, you're on top of the situation. It's very different than having a general that just kind of does everything for you. You do need a general, but you're really in control of the process. Your payment question is a real good question. During the construction process, it's strictly the interest-only payments based on the funds you have borrowed at that point in time. And so as you borrow more funds for the work to be completed, the balance goes up and your payments increase. When the work's all done, then the loan rolls to or converts to a fixed rate or whatever type of permanent financing you'd like to have. That can be a 30-year fixed rate, it can be an adjustable rate, it can be a 15-year amortization. Really, it's up to you to choose what type of loan you'd like to have. And so the time period for the total loan is oftentimes 30 years plus 6 months or 8 months or 4 months, whatever you need for the construction process is the time frame for the loan.
Well, Jim, this is really, I think, an exciting program for people to work with, and I know that people will have questions. How's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Well, Steve, the best way to reach me and contact me is through my phone. That's 612-860-8193. I work with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, and so readily available via phone is the best way to catch up.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.